Hey guys, it's Liz and welcome back to my channel. I am actually downstairs rather than upstairs and I'm sitting with my computer on my lap, so I apologize. It's going to be a little bumpy, but this is where I decided to film my video today. And today's video is actually over stress and how to handle stress, how to deal with it, how to view it, how we receive it, and everything like that. So stress for me comes in many forms. It can be stress at work, stress at home, previous relationships that can cause stress. People can have financial issues, medical issues that cause stress, and everything like that. So work issues, for instance, for me, and it could be for you, is that you are at work and it's just overwhelming. And the problem is that we view work as a burden most of the time. For those of you who work and enjoy your work, that's great. That causes less stress in your life. But for people who don't enjoy their work, it's usually because they have a job that they don't enjoy. They just have it to have the financial income. And that brings us to financial issues. So financially, people can be stressed over bills, over small payments that they have to pay for. Like, for instance, for me, I am paying a student loan, a car loan, I'm paying a mortgage, and bills on top of that. And that puts a really big burden on my finances on a monthly basis. But at the end of the month, I'm still alive, I'm still paying my bills on time, and everything like that. There are people who have credit card debt that I completely understand. I'm paying a credit card statement as well, but it's even just paying the smallest amount for each month. Make an effort, pay some off, don't use it, that type of thing. So that can help your finances, is to be able to create a budget and follow that budget. So I have $300 student loan. So I pay that $300 student loan a month, and my car payment and my mortgage payment, and everything else comes after that. So I make sure that I have food for me, I make sure that I have food for Scott, and I'm taking care of myself as well as those around me. And that's my financial plan, is to take care of everything I have to, and then myself after that. That could be completely different for you. You might have children. If I had kids, like for instance, I have Scott who's sitting behind my computer right now, he's my top priority. I pay for everything, and then he's my top priority. And then it's me. So that makes me happy. It could be that you need to take care of yourself first, but make sure that in the long run your financials are good to go. So that can be one less stress in your life. As far as, we're going to go back to the work situation. In work, if you're just so stressed because it's so busy, you still make it through the end of the day with a job intact. Be thankful for that. That's one thing that people have a tendency to take for granted. Sorry, Scott's behind my computer and he's shaking. Anyway, so making sure that you are on track at work helps your stress level a lot. So I'll give you an example. I have taken the past couple days off just because I have the house to myself. There's no one else in the house, and I'm cleaning everything. So I had to take 3 days off of work, and it was very stressful for me because I couldn't find anybody to take my position at work for 3 days. So after my bosses okayed it, I was able to hire a temp agency and have someone come in and work for me these 3 days, which is really great. But it caused another stress because I then had to make sure that everything was ready to go, that my temp was trained well enough to know who to send people to if something comes up. My job entails a lot of work and a lot of things people don't understand that I do in that time period. So it's really frustrating, and it's really hard for people to understand that stress comes in many forms at work, whether it's just the amount of work you have to do, or the people you have to train, or the people you have to deal with. It can be very stressful, and I understand that it's always just best to create a a planned schedule for yourself. We talked earlier videos about procrastination and how not to procrastinate at work. It's best to get your work done right away and make sure that you're prepared for the next day. So that can help with your stress, is being able to delegate and schedule yourself to a point where you don't have to stress over something like that. So when my temp came in, I had actually been planning on taking a couple days off, and I had set out a plan for myself to write everything that the temp would need to know, or whoever took over my position would need to know. And that's what I did. So that type of stress is really hard for people to understand because it's a daily stress. It's not something that really creates the long-term stress in the end. We think it does, but it really doesn't. It's a daily stress that people don't really see every single time. So it's best to just move with the flow of things and understand that it will come to an end. It's not permanent. So you can always find a new job. You can always make that extra effort to make your day better, whether it's, for instance, I like to bring snacks with me to work, and that's my little reward. Okay, if I get this done, then I get to have a granola bar, which makes me really want to get stuff done, and that's my motivation. Currently, I'm cleaning, and that is a stress to me, but I've set myself limits. So, okay, I did laundry today. I'm going to vacuum and hard clean all surfaces tomorrow and everything like that. But that was my plan in the schedule, and I've so far kept to it, and that's created a lot less stress for me in the end, and I really have been okay with it a lot more than what I thought it would. So as far as other stresses in life, relationship stress comes with many hiccups, like we talked about before, little bumps in the road. If it's to the point where you are unable to handle the stress in a relationship, then that's not healthy for both of you. And you need to be able to understand that you can get out of that relationship and out of that stress without creating a big rift in your life. Make sure you are understanding where that stress comes from in your relationship. If it's something they do that you can get over, then make an extra effort to get over it. So, oh, my boyfriend left the toilet seat up. Yeah, that's really stressful if he does it 20 times. But you know what? You can always just put the toilet seat down. It's a problem that people nitpick and don't understand from other people, is that you can get over small things like that. Now, if it's, oh, my girlfriend cheated on me and I gave her a second chance and she cheated on me again, that's an unhealthy stress in your relationship. That means the person you are with is not willing to compromise and accept the fact that they are in a relationship with you and that they are not going to respect you as a person. So that's an unhealthy relationship and an unhealthy stress to your life. So I highly suggest, if that's the case, get out of that relationship. It's not worth your stress. It's not worth your worry or your time if they're going to just disrespect it. And so that's probably my best guess as far as getting out of a relationship. In general, things can cause stress in people's lives, and we choose the way that we view the stress. If you choose the way that causes more pain in the end, it's not a good way of handling that stress, and you need to be able to create a stress-free environment, and it's all the way you view it. So if you view stress as a really bad part of your life, that you will never be able to handle anything else like this ever again, then you won't be able to handle it. You won't be able to realize that it's not a big problem in your life. If you view stress as something that it is a bump in the road, it's a little hiccup, I can get over this, I can do it again if that happens, I've learned from my mistakes, that's a good way to handle stress. Making plans is best to handle other types of stress, for instance, financial stress. Okay, I make this much a month, this is what I have to pay. Maybe I have to take on a second job, but you know what, in the end I'll be paying this off, and then after that I'll be happy. Like I said, I have student loans and I'm currently on a 7-year plan and I'm 1 year into it. It's very stressful for me. It's something that I'm not looking forward to, but you know what? In 7 years, I will be completely done with that and not have to worry about it. Or I could push it off for 10 years and after 10 years not have to worry about that. Although I would love to push it off to 25 years, I still don't want to have that 25 years of stress in my life. I want to condense it as much as possible and make it so it's most comfortable for me to handle. And that's my plan on how to handle things as far as my financials are concerned. Get it done in the fastest way possible. It's one of those things that people overthink and overdo a lot of the times. Sorry, I'm going to try and get Scott out of his blanket. But it can be done. It is worth it in the end. And you will survive. I promise. I am always here for you guys. If you need to talk, feel free to comment in the comment section below. I really appreciate you guys sticking around for the whole entire video. We didn't cover a whole bunch. We covered a lot of broad subjects, and eventually we'll cover individual subjects as they come up. But for now, I appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for tuning into my channel. Feel free to click the subscribe button below. Again, if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, or subjects you want to talk about in the future, feel free to leave a comment in the comment section below. Till next week, have a great day.